Gold daily chart last week, especially Friday, you can see price finally break out about 2700. You can see until market closing, market was up. It was next level FOMO buying. You can see RSI almost all time frame it is overbought. And since this is daily chart, high time frame, so psychology must be different. Since price is trading at all-time high, so there is no clear resistance. Our possible previous resistance 2671 breakout and first support will be 2605, static horizontal support level. I don't think there is support before 2605. A price make correction, this will be first support. Before that, this retest of rising trend line. When correction start next time, sideways or counter trend, there is high chance next time this trend line breakout. So basically we are expecting a new sideways range near 2700 and 2600, a $100 sideways range. Because still nothing clear, and last week before Fed FOMC blackout begin. And once blackout begin, that will be super risk, big FOMC rate decision and November election result. So listen carefully what FOMC members say this week. You can see Fed was stick. Last week he has said Fed will act aggressively when inflation rise. So second inflation wave is growing every day. Now Fed is giving clear warning. So there are many reasons why price is rising. It can be election result, because right now looks like high chance Trump will win again. So because of all-time high, no clear resistance, support only 2605 and trend line your dynamic support level. So when next retest come, it will be near 2671. Last week Fed Dali said there is more room to run QT monetary policy. So their end game to QT is coming. At the same time, Kaskari said Bitcoin is useless. So they do not use the word gold, but they talk clearly about Bitcoin. Since Kaskari said Bitcoin and gold both flying, so soon they may announce end to their QT monetary policy. And since August, one by one, all hedge fund turned bearish on gold. Especially if you saw last week Druckenmiller interview, then what he is trying to say, now investors say enough is enough, no more. So second inflation wave risk is high right now, and he said exactly same thing which I have been saying since beginning of the year. When Fed said monetary policy is restrictive, their new propaganda, or you can say version 2 of their transitory inflation call. Because one thing is clear, if monetary policy is restrictive, then why everything, SP 500, gold, they are trading at all-time high. This thing proves monetary policy is not restrictive and there is high risk for inflation. And after starting with big size 50 basis point, either they will pause in November or they will cut 50. But I don't believe in 25. Still market divided on second cut size. But I believe either in pause or 50. So after starting their rate cut cycle, all news company going mad, global rate cut buy gold. You cannot cut interest rate when everything trading at all-time high. So they have to find way, either hike interest rate or increase real interest rate. That means they have to cut rate slower than inflation falling. And before people ask when gold will make top, when it will turn, I think head and shoulder chart pattern possible. You have to wait for right shoulder. that will be near election timing. When that happen, then you can expect top and you can start selling in big way. So when this thing happen, trend line will break out and market will be testing a trend line after breakout. So for clear trend reversal, I will wait for head and shoulder chart pattern. Right now we could be in head. So in Europe, inflation have already dropped below 2%. When US inflation goes below 2%, you know deflation start. And if real rate spike, then rate cut will turn into passive hike. So let's see what is the game plan for Fed after election. You can see gold weekly RSI, it is flying, and last week FOMO buying up until market closing. So some people were forced to buy gold. You can see COT finally bought gold last week. They increased their position, and people who are asking when gold will turn, when it will make top. So if it is all about election, it is already priced in just few days before election. Number one, Jim Cramer celebrating happy birthday of 2-year-old bull market. Biden giving killer smile after successfully intervening recession, either directly as a president or by forcing Powell recently in September FOMC meeting to do big size 50 basis point cut and give dovish FOMC speech. That's mean to continue economic boom, delay recession at all cost until October. That's mean last few days before election. If you see monthly chart, same condition, overbought RSI, price flying, melt up since March. When they start saying monetary policy is restrictive, but at the same time since March, gold is going only up and up. If monetary policy is restrictive, why gold is going up? So this thing prove this is another narrative from Fed, same like their transitory inflation. So before you ask when gold will make top, think this way. In 2024 or next year 2025, that's mean last day of Biden in White House in January 2025 till inauguration day, if Trump win. You can see monthly target for Fed projection was 2643, and we have to see monthly closing price where price close. But this is big resistance from monthly chart. You can see when they raise rate, gold made bottom goes up. That was magic of real rate. They were negative that time. If inflation drop faster than their rate cut, then real rate can increase, and that is bad for gold. That is only option. Otherwise, real rate decrease or goes negative, same like Trump time, because all of those rate cut will turn into active rate hike in 2026. This week big news, IMF meeting. So be careful with their political comment, and China interest rate decision. Then 24 October your jobs claim and SP global PMI will come. Then last on Friday this week, your consumer sentiment and inflation expectation. But if you see all demands, ETF inflow growing, number one consumer market they are doing stimulus, number two consumer market, read yourself, demand collapsing in India. So for beginner, this trend line is still your next dynamic support level. Next time retest come, it will be near 2671. For trend reversal, we all should wait for head and shoulder chart pattern. On right shoulder, we will look for trend reversal top possibility. And by the time we reach to our high of right shoulder, we will be seeing election result. But I can say for beginner, this time 2671 big static horizontal support level. And for FOMO buying, wait for retest of support and trend line both at the same time. As long as price trading above this trend line, it is technically bullish. Once trend line breakout, gold will turn bearish technically.